Hi, my little munchkins. How are you? Welcome back on this beautiful Monday. It is time to look at week 7 for reading. Now, as you know, it is our last week of our at-home learning, and we want to finish super strong, don't we? So we are going to finish K and Martez this week. We're going to work super hard on our spelling words so that we can learn all this information and get all this stuff in our ooey gooey brains to get ready for 2nd grade, okay? So if you take a look on week 7, you'll see that we have our list of spelling words up top. Now, we're still working on that A sound. So some of the words, or not some, but one of the words is spelled with that A magic E that says the A sound. And that spelling word is classmate. What else is this word? It's a what? It's a what? When two words are put together to make one word, it's a compound word. Awesome job. All right, so that's one of our spelling words that spells our A sound with the A magic E. All right, 2 of our spelling words use the AI to make the A sound. And remember, when we're spelling the A sound, that sound is usually going to be in the middle of our word. It's not usually at the end of our word. There's exceptions always to these funny rules, but usually if you're making the A sound and it's in the middle, it would be spelled with an AI. If it's at the end of the word, like may or say or day, that's when it's spelled with our AY. So our AI our spellings are gain and brainstorm. Brainstorm. What does it mean to brainstorm? It means to kind of think of ideas. You're really thinking in your head. You're using that brain, and there's like a storm in your brain, like, oh, I have all these wonderful ideas to... Me and Lila have been painting rocks, and we're like, oh, how can we paint rocks? Oh, maybe I can make a ladybug rock. And we're like writing down all these ideas to paint rocks and using Pinterest and the internet. But we're brainstorming ideas. That's what it is to brainstorm. What? What? Brainstorm is a what? Oh, yeah, another compound word. Good job, 1st graders. You are on it today. Love it. And here we go. There's that 3rd way we know how to make the A sound, how to spell this A sound, and that is the AY. And remember, it's usually at the end of our word. Why are these AY sounds not at the end of our word? Well, with the word layer, lay is a root word. So remember, root words are that basic part of a word that you can add endings to make things past tense, or sometimes it gives it a different meaning, like layer. So layer is the word lay. It's a root word. That is why the A sound is spelled with the AY, and then is our ending. Then we have the word playground. Now the AY sound is again in the middle of our word. Why is that? Why do you think? That's right, because it's a compound word, and play is a word all on its own. Therefore, if we separated it, the AY is still at the end of our word. But since we are combining it with ground to make a whole different word, playground, then that is why the A sound is in the middle of our word. So playground is a compound word. Now, some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, Miss Darcy, I'm looking at my list, and there's still more A sound words, and you're done with the 3 sounds. Why did you not include these other 2 words? Well, it is because one of the words uses 2 different ways to make the A sound. And that one of the words is airplane. So in airplane, it uses both the AI to make the A sound in air, and then it uses the A magic E to make the A sound like in plane. And I drew you an airplane because I know you miss my wonderful artistic talent that you guys are so used to. So there's my airplane. So in this case, we have 2 different ways to make the A sound in one word. So that's why I didn't put it in either of those categories, because it's both, isn't it? So we have our AI and our A magic E. And we have another compound word. We are full of compound words today, aren't we? I love it. There's one more. Actually, there's two more because of my tricky word, but there's one more that has two A sounds. Let's see which one it is. All right, and our last one that uses two different spellings to make our A sounds is railway. So in railway, we have both the AY that makes the A sound at the end of our word, and we have our AY that makes the A sound in the middle of our word. And there's my railway, what a train goes on, chugga chugga choo choo. And what is this again? What is this kind of word where we have two words combined into one? It's a what? Say it really loud. What is it? It's a compound word. Good job, you guys. And of course, we also have our tricky word, which this week is the tricky word who. Now, how you might want to spell this tricky word is H-O-O, because we know that H says huh and O-O says ooh, but it wouldn't be a tricky word if you spelled it like that. This tricky word is spelled with that what looks like the W sound, so who always starts with a W. H-O. Tricky word who. You got this. I think most of you know how to spell who. If not, practice, practice, practice. Okay? Awesome. Let's now get out our, after you practice, I want you to practice all of your spelling words, however you'd like. I gave you all sorts of ways, right? Practice those spelling words, and then come on back to me, and we will read another story in Kay and Martez. All right, little munchies, grab that reader of yours named Kay and Martez, and in your table of contents, you are going to find the story, The Long Cab Ride. So a cab is another word for taxi, or these days, it's like an Uber or a Lyft. So that's what a cab is. It's a ride that you pay for. It's a car that you get in and somebody drives you somewhere and you pay them to get there. So in the long cab ride, you're gonna have to read to find out where they go and why they're even taking a ride in the first place. But in the long cab ride, you are going to still see these words that you're practicing on that have the A sound spelled with the AI and the AY. Some of those words, and I see a lot of compound words here as well. We have airport, which is a compound word, air import. We have plains. We have rainforests, another compound word, and I'm sure you remember rainforest from our habitats unit with Rattenborough. I bet you missed that little rat. We have the word exclaims with that AI. And then we have our AY words that A sound is spelled with our AY, like staying. And notice it's in the middle of our word, but that's because stay is our root word. Let's try to cover that up. There it goes. Stay is our root word. And then ing is our ending, ing. We have the word day, way, pay, and of course our girl, who is one of the people in our title, Kay. All right, when you are reading it, and you also have our tricky word Carlos. Carlos is a name, and it's tricky because that O says O instead of A. It's not Carlos, it's Carlos. So you'll see that tricky word as well. All right, when you're done reading it, and you find out why they go on this long cab ride and why it's so long, you are going to, in your kitty book, turn to 11.2, page 45. Now, I know you're tired. You don't want to do anymore. You don't want to write complete sentences anymore, Miss Darcy. I don't want to do it. This is our last week. So we have to finish strong. You can do this. I want to see your work. I want to see your awesome sentences. I want to see you checking your cops. And I want you to show me that you're ready for second grade, okay? Because in second grade, you're going to have to answer a lot of questions and sentences, okay? So you can do this. Stay strong, guys. You got this. I'm so proud of all the work that you have been doing at home. So you are going to answer your questions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't worry about the page numbers unless you'd like to add them, but I would like you to make sure that you complete all 4 questions. You got this, okay? All right, and I'll see you tomorrow for more wonderful reading. Ta-ta for now.